As the dust settles after the wedding drama, Kat returns to the Vic to find Alfie with their old licensee sign. Is it going to be just like old times? Well, no, because Phil's not going to let it. Roxy's understandably out of control and creates a drunken scene in the Vic, falling off tables. Ronnie asks Phil for help when Roxy suggests she's leaving to stay with Peggy, and Kat and Alfie are gobsmacked when Ronnie reveals Phil's selling. Not only that, but he throws them out. Alfie's devastated, feels neutered and takes a pathetic revenge by throwing Queen Vic through Phil's window. Lauren's gutted that Jake insists they avoid each other, but after she helps him on his first day's work at Scarlett's, he kisses her passionately. Later she goes to his flat, but has to hide when Sadie suddenly arrives. He tells her it can't happen again, but this addict appears to love the thrill. And Kat thinks Joey's making a big mistake with Janine, while Billy tells Janine it's wrong. But we know why he's sleeping with the enemy. Will it save his sister? Next we're on the cobbles. The happiest day of Peter and Carla's lives looks like a desperate fantasy as Simon refuses to be best man and Peter has to beg Steve to step in. A wound-up Peter considers uncorking a bottle of wine while Carla's away, but he's interrupted by Tina, although Carla suddenly returns wanting to spend the night before with a groom. Next day, as he stands at the altar, he's tortured by images of Tina as Carla walks down the aisle. Will he find "I do" in his vocabulary? Well, he and Tina are racked with guilt the next day, and when they meet in the Rover's backyard, he tells her he's made a dreadful mistake. Christian shows up at the cafe wanting to see Hayley, but Fizz tries to see him off. Later, Hayley's shocked to find him waiting for her after the wedding. He agrees to let her see his wife and children, but you see, thing is, he needs $5 grand. Hayley, being a soft touch, agrees to Christian's callous request. And David proves his worth back in the salon, but Audrey asks him to keep it quiet for now. So how will he feel when client Kylie pours out her heart to Audrey? Next we visit Emmerdale. Kindness unappreciated can be cruel, and Moira experiences the very worst when she takes pity on Ross and lets him stay if he makes amends with Laurel. He tries to, but his apology backfires, and then gangster Marcus turns the heat up on him. So Ross steals from Moira, then tries to leave the village by bus. As he's leaving, Gabby suddenly runs in front of the bus, and Ross turns hero as he dives and pushes her out of the way. Meanwhile, Marcus and his cronies have gone to Butler's and exact revenge on Moira and Adam. Ross realises it's all his fault when he sees the devastation. Elsewhere, Jay is desperate to make things up to Charity and buys her a new car, which she promptly decides to sell and split the proceeds with Kane. Charity's struggling to forgive, but takes Archie with her and Noah to Santa's grotto, then loses it when Santa calls her mum. Is it all too much to handle? And David and Alicia book their wedding for Christmas Day, which we all know is a terrible day to get married in the soaps.